Welcome back down that pecan tree-lined lane through that old squeaky gate here into Down on the Farm Country. Walk with me through that screen door down the hallway into Granny Marble's kitchen. I'm Larry Marble, her good-looking grandson. This is the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. We are down on the farm, and you're our neighbor. Neighbors, sit down and have a big old heaping helping of agriculture with us. Now, your first helping, Ag Weather, brought to you by D&D Farm and Ranch. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat futures, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. The fact that the weather forecast for Argentinian grain production areas are mostly dry for the next 10 days was enough to spur some short covering and weather premium as the soybeans closed 14 to 15 cents higher yesterday, leading the way for corn, up fractionally, and KC wheat up 10 by the bushel as the Communist Chinese begin to take steps to improve their corn and bean yields by easing into GMO planting seeds. The Communist Chinese Ag Ministry overnight announces that they hope to boost yields by licensing 26 seed companies to offer GMO corn and beans to Communist Chinese farmers. This is a far cry from the past years of Chinese bans on GMO imports and not good news in the long run for the future demand from China. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland is open for Milo trucks this week, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6:45 p.m. The Andersons and Timco Houston are also open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For help marketing your grains, trust John Tuggle, 800-2-TUGGLE. That's John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. We are on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how'd our sale go Monday?
We had a good sale, Larry. Talked to you I talked to you Sunday night, but Saturday, we had 400 head of cattle in here, people getting them in, before the rain came. Then I don't know how many we had checked in that night, but we wind up with 1,192 head, 153 cows and 11 bulls. They put money back on the cows and the bulls. So everything sold real well, Larry. I mean, these calves are bringing $3 and better, most of them number ones. 2 and 3 weight steers, 266 to 350. Heifers, 217 to 310. 3 and 4 weight steers, 275 to 360. Heifers, 243 to 335. 4 and 5 weight steers, 256 to 3 1/4. Heifers, 226 to 293. 5 and 6 weight steers, 230 to 307. Heifers, 205 to 258. 6 and 7 weight steers, 213 to 253. And the heifers, $1.99 to 228. 7 and 8 weight steers and bull yearlings, $1.90 to 221. And the heifers, $1.71 to 217. On the cow deal, got $1.06 for the best cow. Bulls, $90 to $1.16. Stocker cows, $9.36 to 16 1/4. And we had one pair. We split some pairs. We had one pair bring $13.75, Larry.
Well, what do you anticipate for next week?
Depending on the weather, but I think it's supposed to clear up next couple of days. Have a little drizzle here and there and a shower here and there. I imagine we're going to slow back down to about that 800, 900, somewhere in that neighborhood. I've looked for them. I've looked for them to get slower than that, but the way this old market is, they're sure bringing them to town.
Yep, they'll mud them out for that money. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can catch us here at Selborne, 830-582-1561 or 62. Catch me on mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
Talk to you Sunday evening, Gary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat moves from yesterday. The National Pork Carcass Cutout Value, 161 stronger on Monday afternoon's report at 90.17. The bellies and the rib primals were up most in the update. USDA says 492,000 head slaughtered hog-wise for Monday. As we turn our head and steer our gaze toward the beef side of the meat protein equation, USDA's wholesale box prices for Monday afternoon listed at $298.67 in the choice, $286.58 for the select. That was was up $3.17 and $3.53 respectively. The Rib Primal $458.23 on the Choice, $414.61 on the Select. Federal inspection of cattle 115,000 head. The monthly cattle on feed report 11.93 million head. That was 2.1% increase from last year. 1.704 million head placed in December, 4.5% below. Marketings were slightly below the trade average. Looks like USDA confirmed last week's sales 172 to 173. USDA also says Oklahoma City had 6,000 head, 63% steers, 37% heifers, 60% of them were less than 600 pounds. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with cousin Brian Lintzman, fresh back from his powder snowing adventure. How was it?
It was fantastic, Larry. I mean, people sit on the back porch and watch it rain, but when you can sit in snow, I mean, it's just peaceful.
Oh, yeah.
And everything just kind of leaves. All your worries just kind of go behind, as long as you don't have to split firewood and carry it in. So.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, how's the sale shaping up?
Oh, it's going to be light, Larry. We had good rains all around us. We had some good rains around here and kind of drizzled all day today. Sheep and goats, I'm kind of guessing that 500. It's not that hard for them. They can pack about if they need to, but cattle probably 150, 200, somewhere in there. Like I said, it's just sloppy wet.
Right. Well, we're glad you caught a rain. Hope you get some more. Tell everybody how to come see you.
You give us a call at 830-379-9955 or call me on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
Brian, we appreciate it. Y'all have a good sale. We'll talk with you after.
Yeah, we'll have a card game probably going by about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So if you're bored, come see us.
I'll do it. Bye-bye.
All right, cousin Larry. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble for the good folks at DD Texas Outfitters on the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. They're at 516 East Interstate 10, Seguin, Texas. Call 830-379-7340. 21 days until the San Antonio Rodeo. Who's going this year? You need to dress right with the good items from D&D. What is in your rope bag? If you need a new one, whether it's team roping, calf roping, breakaway, you can find it at D&D. And D&D was a proud sponsor of the 2024 Guadalupe County live stream and their livestock show. And don't forget, if you like turquoise, you're a turquoise lover, D&D Texas Outfitters has got them. Handbags, Jeffrey's livestock marketing products for your show string. You can select and walk out with a brand new felt hat. Best hat fitters and creasers in the world. Or if you're a cap man, you got to get a bunch of hats for National Cap Day. That's DD Farm and Ranch. And remember, when it's cold, they've got blankets for your horses. DDTexasOutfitters.com, D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. Neighbor, now it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, we got past that cold snap. We'll be moving some cattle around this week as the weather gets more pleasant and possibly even get some rain, which would be welcome. Want to remind your listeners, the bull season is upon us for the fall breeding season, so don't hesitate if you're looking for bulls. We've got all the popular breeds, Angus, Brangus, Hereford, Brahman, Charolais, and if we don't have them, we can find them. Give us a call. We've got plenty of good bulls available for lease or sale. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on database on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Thank you, Leo. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how was our sheep and goat sale?
Well, it was good, Larry. Ended up with right at 3,000. Called the market steady all the way through. Some of the lighter kids might have been just a tick higher. Better kids kind of bring from, depending on what they weighed, kind of the 60 to 65 pounders kind of bring from 330 to up to 360, 70 on some of those better ones. And then some of the, 48 to 55 pounders kind of bring up to 460, I guess, on the top end of that deal. So that was awful good. And, getting into those lambs, kind of, some of the lighter lambs, I guess the top end on the lighter lambs, kind of 44 to 55 pounders was up to 360, somewhere right in there. And then you get into the nannies. I didn't have a whole lot of nannies today, but some of the lighter carcass nannies, they'd sure bring over that $2 if they'd work for that kill deal. And then the older nannies, kind of shittier nannies, kind of from $1 to up to $1.20, $30, I guess, on some of the better ones. And then some of those real fat, fleshier ones kind of bring up to $1.50. Billy's kind of somewhere from $2.20 to $2.35. So I thought we got along real well.
Good. What do you have lined up for cattle?
I think we'll get 600-700 is what I'm telling everybody right now. See how this weather is in the morning, but sure could catch a few more in the morning. So we sure might get more than that. But that's what I'm telling everybody. We've got probably 500 on the yards right now. So see what it does in the morning and see how everybody reacts to it and see if they get them in here. So
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
you can reach us at 830-997-4394.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about Wholesale Steel San Antonio. Wonderful company. George and crew want to do business with you. Their heavy-duty line can allow you to work, move, crowd, and load your animals with confidence with your own equipment. With heavy material and strong construction, those panels withstand even the roughest stock while still remaining portable. Check out their price list at their website, wholesalesteelusa.com. Round pins, stalls, panels for separating livestock. Lifetime limited warranty on those cattle panels. Local dealers available. Locations in San Antonio and Hearn. Call the San Antonio office, 210-624-2000, or the Hearn location, 979-280-6100. That's Wholesale Steel. We are on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock, getting ready to sell Wednesday. It's Tuesday evening. What's it look like tonight, Kelly?
I'm going to be a little bit lighter this week, Larry. Ended up with pretty decent range around. It kind of slowed things down this week. But had about 250 on hand right now, and I have a few cattle coming tomorrow, so expecting 350 or so. So be a decent little run. Nothing real special as far as cows or anything go this week. Do have some pretty good calves and yearlings in the group. Nothing big, several, kind of 15 to 20 something head bunches. So just to be a nice little run, like I said, somewhere at 350 or so should get it.
Kelly Thigpen sells them every Wednesday in Pearsall. You folks go do some business with him. Kelly, tell everybody how to contact him.
Call us there at the office, 830-334-3653. Mobile number's 334-1047. The website, PearsallLivestock.com.
Kelly, we'll talk to you after the sale. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, I'd like to remind you about Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Now, have you taken a look at the beautiful home at 172 Champion Boulevard in Lavernia? 1.2 acres, majestic trees, iron fence, entry, 3 bedrooms with an office, separate dining room, 2.5 baths, exceptional floor plans, high ceilings, no carpet, an abundance of cabinet space, and lots of counter space. You're going to enjoy it. Why don't you contact the good folks at Homestead and Ranch Real Estate? Call 512-466-1460. That's 512-416-1460. Or check out their Facebook page, homesteadandranch.com. We are on the line with Phil Brockenbush, Giddings Livestock. They sold them on Monday. Phil, tell these folks on Wednesday how it went.
It was good, Larry. We wound up with 1589. It was a really good run, considering the weather. The market, the cows and bulls, they were a good bit higher. And in the calf deal, certain classes were higher and certain classes were steady. So it was a good day.
Walk the pins with me.
All right, your steers 300 and back, average 272.5, brought up to $4. 3 to 4 weights 289 to 370. 4 to 5 weights 266 to 325. 5 to 6 weights 247 to 292.5. 6 to 7 weights 227.5 to 257.5. 7 to 8 weights 199 to 232.5. Your heifer mates 300 and back, averaged 255, brought up to 305. 3 to 4 weights 264 to $3. 4 to 5 weights 246 to 295. 5 to 6 weights 225 to 282.5. 6 to 7 weights 214 to 235. 7 to 8 weights 175 to 215. Your bull yearlings 7 to 850 pounds 170 to 232.5. 850 to 1,000 pounds 120 to $2. Your high yielding bulls 115 to 128. Medium yielding bulls 95 to 110. The cows, the high yielding cows, $1 to $1.18. The medium yielding cows 75 to 95. Little thin cows 30 to 70. We sold a few pairs. They brought from 900 to 1,900, and the bred cows from 500 to 17 and a quarter.
Are you aware of anything for this next Monday?
Yes, sir. We've got a little stuff going. There's a guy, he's going to have 25 or so weaned calves, and then there's another guy's got 75 weaned calves. So they're supposed to come. If the weather lets us get them.
Right.
We had a few deals cancel on us this week. It was too wet, but that's a good thing. It's pretty darn wet around here.
Well, we're we're happy for it. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Phil Brockenbush, Giddings Livestock.
Yes, sir. You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
Phil, we appreciate you, and we'll talk with you Sunday evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. Don't forget about McCoys.com. 62 stores, 3 states. They've got plenty within this region, whether it's things for lawn and garden, whether it's lumber, whether it is things from their building and trust department, any product you need out on your farm and ranch to get a building job done. Why, they even have gates and panels. That's McCoy's Building Supply Centers, McCoys.com. Well, my farming and ranching neighbor, looks to me like that's all the time they're going to give us for today's edition of Down on the Farm. Be sure to tell Hop Sing he did a good job on this meal. Wasn't it nice? Come on back down the lane again. I'll pour you a glass of iced tea and we'll feed you a bunch more agricultural information. No place but the kitchen table. No place but Down on the Farm. And our 16 affiliated stations and downonthefarmradio.com. Neighbor, let's take a shotgun look at the grains. Corpus Milo, 10.12. Yellow corn to Corpus, 501.5. Hard red winter wheat to Houston, 647.5. And Placido beans, 1149. Texas cotton, 9,905 at 81.10. That's it for your grains.